Hello everyone. I decided to upload and share with you a deep clean of our downstairs half bathroom and my kitchen. Unfortunately, I did lose some of the footage when I was trying to upload everything for editing, but I promise I did clean my oven and my stove and all of those fun things. But as you can see here, I am using my favorite Mrs. Meyer's peppermint scented spray to clean the half bathroom door. Just trying to get all the dust and little child fingerprints and husband greasy prints off of the door. How are you guys today? I hope you're having a really good day. I am working and editing videos today, and then we have an appointment for my toddler for his checkup today. Right here we have this cabinet over our toilet because when we bought our house there was literally no storage in our bathroom, so we got this little rack that goes over the toilet. So I'm just dusting it with the wood spray. It's like a daily wood spray. I don't particularly like this spray. I feel like it leaves my furniture to be a little bit greasy. Right here I'm dusting knickknacks on the wall that you can't see. Sorry for the camera angle. And here you can see it before of what it looked like before I started cleaning on the right. And then on the left is me actually cleaning the toilet and toilet area. But yeah, that wood spray, I don't particularly like it. I feel like it leaves my furniture to almost feel like it has a grease to it or like a film to it. I prefer to use Murphy's oil soap, but I wanted to use this one up since I had it. So here I am just obviously cleaning the toilets. I like to close the toilet when I'm flushing it because, you know, bacteria and germs, all that fun stuff. Then I'm just going to wipe the bathroom down with an antibacterial spray. I typically use a Method anti-bac spray for the bathroom areas in particular. Did you guys have a good weekend? What did you do? We didn't do much because we've all been suffering from allergies, and I woke up yesterday with pink eye. So I don't know if I got it from my toddler or if I got it from his school. So I guess we will find out if he also has it at his checkup today. But this is the second time in 2 weeks he has given it to me, or that I've gotten it after never having it my entire life. So that's exciting. But he seems to be feeling okay. Here I'm just cleaning the bottom of the toilet, getting all the dust and stuff off. Now I'm doing the toilet seat. I like to do all that part last because when I'm done with this part, I get rid of the rag for washing and get a fresh rag for the rest of the bathroom. Because, you know, it just seems gross to use the same rag to wipe other things down after you cleaned your toilet with it. You'll see throughout the video we do have little pets that like to make an appearance, and you'll see my husband pop in a time or two while we're cleaning. So that's a before picture of the bathroom before I cleaned it. Those are cat toys right there. We have so many of those. I think I pulled 26 out from under my stove the other day, and I'm pretty sure he's got another 30 somewhere else. For some reason, this little pedestal, step stool trash can is one of my son's favorite things to play with. And then that's an antique plunger that we got that we use to store toilet paper. Because, I mean, why not? Keeps it right there where you need it. So this is our vanity in the bathroom. We actually used to have a pedestal sink in this bathroom, but if you remember I mentioned we had no storage. So we decided to add a vanity in here because we had so much space right there and it would be lovely to have the extra space. So you can see this is a before picture on the right of what that area looked like. So we went ahead, and a neighbor was actually getting rid of that sink, and it matched the marble counters that we had upstairs in the other bathrooms. So I went ahead and got it, and my husband installed it. I did replace all the faucets in all the bathrooms so they all matched, but now my toddler knows that he can turn on the sink, so he likes to go in there and turn on the water if we're not watching him closely. I do need to repaint right there in the back, above the backsplash or the kickback plate of the sink. That's my favorite Windex. No one can change my mind. It is the vinegar Windex, and it makes my windows super clean, and I do not get any of the streakiness, because especially on my backslider door, whenever I clean it, I feel like I have to clean it multiple times with even normal Windex, and I still have streaks. This one, I have no streaks, and it does not matter what kind of rag I use. It's perfect. I love it. So after I did all this, I actually did go up and clean the light fixture above the sink. I took the footage out because you couldn't see me actually cleaning the light fixture. All you could see was my rear end. So I figured we could skip that part of the video. I put out a fresh towel, and I'm just kind of wiping everything down to make sure it's all clean. I'm cleaning my kid's step stool because I don't know what they got on it, but there was all kinds of like weird little drippy things on it. So I wanted to make sure that got wiped down really good. I'm just finishing up the step stool now, wiping off the counter again. So here's a before picture on the right. Some of the footage where I was cleaning the right cabinet over there by the calendar and the stove, all of that footage disappeared. So I wanted to put in a before picture so you could see how cluttered it was over there. For some reason, this part of my counter right in front of you is our drop zone. Everything ends up on that part of the counter. I don't know why, but it does. I also just cleaned the bar off 2 weeks ago, and already it's full of stuff again. So I didn't get to actually clean the bar in this video, but I will try and get a video up for you of me cleaning the bar soon. But here I'm just going through things, putting things away, trying to make sure everything is in its right spot because we're terrible about putting things away. I'm refilling the paper towels because we didn't have any, and I needed them to empty the grease cup, the bacon grease cup. Well, it's not bacon, it was meat grease that we had in the cup I needed to get out of my kitchen. I'm just sticking everything in our kind of little utility drawer that needs to go there, putting spices away because my husband loves to leave spices out on the counter. You'll notice I'm also wearing different shirts and different clips. This was filmed over Saturday and Sunday. Like I said, some of my footage from Saturday where I was starting to clean the kitchen disappeared. So I had to kind of start over, and I was in the obviously clean clothes. So that's why you will see me in two different shirts. How's the weather where you guys are? Because here it's 106 degrees. It is very hot. We are sweating. I also have been line drying my clothes just because I'm trying to keep down the electricity bill, and it keeps going up no matter what I do. So that's fun. That's the grease cup I talked about. That's why I needed the paper towels. So I'm just trying to get that out of there. That blue bucket you see up there is a kid activity that I have for my son. It's got this like foam stuff in it with like glitter. He loves it, but I don't want it all over my house. And so I let him play with it one day, and I haven't taken it down over the last like week and a half, and I probably should. Otherwise, I may just throw it away. But I feel like it's so wasteful to just throw it away. I'd love him to play with it, but I don't want that foam all over the house because we have pets, and I don't want the pets to eat it. I'm just moving everything off the counter so I can wipe off everything. The little kick plate in the back, the walls, any of the sockets. That little glowing red thing you see on that back wall, it's supposed to be a bug repeller. I have a couple of them in the kitchen from the previous renter, before I bought the house. And I don't know if they work or not, but I just left them there because I'm like, well, if it can keep bugs away. I mean, I do have an exterminator come out every 3 months. Hank has made his first appearance in the video. You see him there on the bottom right. There's like 4 toys by my feet that you can't see that he's hoping I throw for him so we can play some fetch. So right there you see me wiping down a little book stand. That's actually something I always keep in that back corner that you can't see. Sorry. Because I always keep a cookbook on there. So that particular cookbook is by Danielle Walker. I like to keep a pretty cookbook there, and I change them out occasionally. But they are helpful when you need to prop up a cookbook, when you are cooking. I don't always use that for that. It's more kind of become decoration, but it works for me. I'm just wiping everything down, putting it all back. That utensil holder I'm using right there is actually a jug. It was like a cookie jar or something with a lid. I got it at the thrift store with the other two, which are actually directly above my head, up on the top of my cabinet. I thought it was the perfect size for utensils because the one I had was way too small. Oh, you see Hank runs back in. He's trying to get his toys because I think I touched him. But yeah, so I started wiping down my spice rack and thought I could get away with just wiping it down really quickly. And then I realized that it actually was a little greasy, so I'm bringing it here. You can't really tell how greasy, dirty it felt, but it was gross. So I had to actually take everything out to wipe it down and get all the yuckiness off of it, because it does sit right next to the stove, so I'm not surprised that it gets cooking grease and stuff on it. So I was turning the dishwasher off right there because I didn't want it to do a dry cycle. I like to open the dishwasher and let it air itself out. So I'm just wiping everything down. What I like about this particular brand of spice rack is I got it for my wedding in 2016, and I can actually take it and get, sorry, I came over to check the baby monitor. I can get free spices, like refills, which is great. And so I do that all the time. Sorry about that. I had to step away because I was getting a tickle in my throat and didn't want to cough in your ear. So here I'm just moving the dish rack. We use this for like some of the dishes that don't dry well, like shaker bottles and my son's straw cups. So we just let them air dry right there. Or like our new pots and pans that we have cannot be put in the dishwasher. So we hand wash them and put them there to dry. I'm shaking out the crumbs from the toaster right here. That way I can get all that yuckiness out and wipe it down and clean it, which is what I'm doing here. I was trying to be really careful because obviously you don't want to put, spray cleaner in your electronics, but it needed to be wiped down, so that's what I was doing right there. And then I accidentally, so remember I dumped that grease earlier, accidentally got some of that on the toaster. Checking that baby again because he is awake and should be sleeping. So I was following him on the camera to see if he would go back to sleep. But I was going back to wiping down that toaster and getting that grease off of the toaster. So I did that. I wiped down, so the front of my fridge right there, you can actually tell it actually looks clean because I did wipe it down before. But I just used a microfiber towel on it. It's actually not stainless steel, so it is not magnetic. So no cleaner really works well on it. So I figured out some water and a microfiber cloth, cleaned it fairly well, got most of the fingerprints and stuff off. So that's what I did to clean that, just to make it look a little nicer and less fingerprinty. But now I'm kind of putting everything back and putting everything where it needs to go. I told my husband if we ever get rich, the first thing I'm going to do is buy a house with a bigger kitchen and maybe something like a butler's pantry so I don't have to have so much stuff on my counters because I hate it so much. But we literally don't have any storage in this house, which is terrible. We don't have any linen closets. We don't have nothing. So I have to add storage wherever I can. When we bought this house, I think we had 3 shelves in our pantry, which sucks, and our pantry is not very deep, so that's kind of unfortunate. You see me wash my hands a lot through the video because I don't either want to touch like dishes if I've been using cleaners. I'm checking that kid again. My husband just got back from running errands and getting lunch, but I don't like to touch the dishes and stuff if I've been using cleaners. Or you'll see me do it in a little bit where I was getting my son a bottle, but I didn't want to touch his stuff after I'd been, cleaning until I had washed my hands. But here I was trying to put all the syringes together so I could put them away, and that little thing got stuck on the side of the dish rack, so I was trying to get it off, and then all those syringes popped out and fell to the floor. There's Hank coming over to get toys. Sorry, that was me laughing at the fact that I threw syringes all over the floor. I had to step away again because I started coughing and you didn't need to hear that. These allergies this year have been so bad. I have been sick with allergies since March. So I'm looking forward to my allergist appointment here very soon because I am tired of being sick. Here's me talking to my husband. You can't really see, I cut some of it out because we were trying to decide if we wanted to go get Cutie Patootie from his nap because he was not going back to sleep. So I'm trying to finish cleaning up before he gets up because he much prefers to hang out with me or wrestle with Daddy. But my husband was trying to eat his lunch before he went up to get him too. So I'm just trying to get everything put away. Do you guys have any fun summer plans? Are you going on any trips anywhere? We unfortunately do not have any exciting summer plans. We will be staying home and not going anywhere. We do have some family coming in later this year, so that'll be nice to see them because COVID, we haven't seen anyone really, except for local family, so that's been kind of a bummer. That was me looking for the hand soap because I forgot I moved it because I was cleaning. But here I'm getting my son a drink so that he can watch cartoons with Daddy while I try and finish up the kitchen. You'll see sometimes that I do it in the bathroom too, where I kind of wipe things down to the floor because I do the floors last. That way, if I'm cleaning the toilet, if I get some like toilet water on the floor, or like in a kitchen, if you get crumbs on the floor, I can get all those cleaned up all at the same time at the end, so I don't worry about that too much. So that's why you sometimes will see me do that. That purple lidded nose spray you just saw me move, that's a new nose spray that my doctor gave me trying to help with these stinking allergies. It's called Aslastine or Aslastin. Oh, it tastes so bad once it's starting to go down the back of your throat. It's terrible. I'm just doing a quick wipe down of the stove since I did clean it the day before, but I wanted to make sure it was wiped down and clean. And I wiped down the other counter too, just to make sure it was clean, even though I cleaned it again the day before, but you know, counters get messy. You cook dinner or breakfast or whatever on it. I was airing out the coffee pot. I had cleaned it the day before with vinegar, but I also like to kind of let it get some air so it stays fresh. I was replacing the kitchen towel. So yesterday I cleaned the little trivets and the tray, but I didn't clean the actual microwave yesterday, so I brought you in closer. Thankfully, my microwave didn't look too terrible, so I didn't feel too bad about it when I let you see it so I could clean it for you and for me. But, yeah, I had to get it. Some stuff was kind of stuck on, so I had to resort to other things here pretty soon because the rag just wasn't cutting it. And I'm so short, it's hard for me to reach this microwave, so I hate cleaning it because I have to stand on my tippy toes. You know, I regularly found myself cleaning something after I'd already cleaned something else. So, like, the microwave, for instance, I should have cleaned it first instead of last because I just wiped down the stove, and now anything that's coming out of the microwave is now going back down to the stove I just wiped down. It was kind of the same thing when I did the vanity. I wiped down the vanity, then I did the mirrors, then I did the light fixture above it, so then I had to redo the vanity anyway. So I don't know, I guess I like to do multiple steps. I went and got the sponge just to try and get that extra stuff off that I couldn't get with the towel. I have microfiber towels, I just didn't want to go upstairs to get them. I was thinking about trying those e-towels. Have you heard of them? Do you like them? I keep hearing about them and how you can clean with just water for certain things, and I thought that sounded nifty, but I wasn't sure if they were worth it or not. I'm just getting all the fingerprints and grease off of the microwave. I hate having a microwave right above my oven for the grease reasons, but And especially this black one, I feel like it holds every fingerprint and every bit of nastiness in the kitchen. So this is my most favorite thing ever. I saved up for this for a couple of months. I wanted it so bad. This is a Bissell Crosswave. It vacuums and mops your floor at the same time. We have all of this vinyl plank flooring downstairs, and it takes you, I mean, by the time you sweep and then you mop, it takes you like an hour to do the whole downstairs. With this thing, I can do my whole downstairs in like 30 minutes. And then my husband did actually vacuum the rugs in the living room for me, although this does rugs as well. He did vacuum the rugs for me, so I didn't have to worry about it. But my toddler had pizza for dinner with olives on it, so that's why there's olives on the floor. And then we had a piece of Band-Aid from last week that has been sitting on my floor apparently for like a week. So, and it's so funny because I actually have a robot vacuum that vacuums my floor every night for over an hour, but I feel like it doesn't always get everything. So I wanted to do a good clean on my floor. So this is me getting the kitchen, but I did the whole downstairs and the bathroom. I just didn't film all of it for you because I was running out of space. Well, thank you so much for sharing this half bathroom and kitchen clean with me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I look forward to sharing more cleaning videos with you in the future. Have a great day. Bye.